We're going to talk a little bit about what your body is saying, even when your mouth isn't saying anything. It's about body language. Dr. Karyn Gordon is here to talk about flirting. Flirting. Yes. I love that we're doing this. Flirting is a big deal.
Big deal.
It's important, I think. It's almost like I've read that it's a compliment to yourself and to the person you're flirting with. So we've got Alex and Ryan. They're our flirt models.
Oh, yes.
Right now.
And they are loving their job today.
I think so.
Yes,
I think they're a lovely couple. I know you're not a couple, but I'm just saying. Just let me start with a few stats here. 7% of our body language, research tells us that 7% of our body language is verbal.
Right.
Or
only
what we're
7.
hearing.
Correct.
Communication is verbal.
Right. The literal words.
And 93% is nonverbal.
93%, which is so outstanding. That means that you could actually watch a person, you could see somebody on a date, you don't hear a word that they are saying.
Yeah.
They are sending thousands of messages, and whether or not they're actually connected or not connected, you could actually tell just based on their body language, 93%. And that's huge. That's important for dating, that's important for marriages, that's important for our children.
Absolutely.
That we are always sending out messages. So you want to make sure, is the message you're sending out the message that you really want it to be sending out?
Good stuff.
So you
I
want
like
to learn
that.
how to decode it. Yes.
So what are you looking at specifically when it comes to your body language?
Okay, so there's a number of different areas. So we're going to be focusing on the nonverbal. So a nonverbal is tone.
Yeah.
Okay, the tone, the tone of the person, but also their actually body movement.
Okay.
So we're going to be using these amazing actors. So we're going to pretend like they're actually on their first or second date.
Okay.
And whether or not actually we're going to kind of be giving them, decoding their actually body language. So we're going to pretend that Alex, who is single, may I mention, so she's very excited for this segment. Ryan is not, but they are wonderful actors. But we're going to pretend like they're on a date. And for the sake of this, I think it'd be great that you are totally into him. Okay, so you're really hoping that there's going to be another date. You, on the other hand, we're going to kind of give you a few different cues, okay? So the first thing when you're actually going on a date, the first thing you're actually going to be paying attention is actually their appearance. Okay, so what he wears, what people wear is actually, you can actually, we're picking up all kinds of things. So you haven't even opened up your mouth. When you look at this outfit, what kind of things what kind of jumps out to you? What do you see?
Did you try? That's what you're thinking on your date. Did you try, or are you in a tracksuit?
Okay, yes, okay.
I think Ryan tried.
What do you see? What's the messages? She looks nice.
Button-down shirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's buttoned all the way to the top.
Yes.
He's freshly, he's got a good shave on his face. The hair is managed. It's neat.
So this shows that he is interested.
Cares. He got ready for the date.
Yeah. And I would agree with that. And I also, the messages that I'm picking up is that he's put together, but he's a little bit playful.
Right.
Okay. Hats are very
and it's
not just a hat; it's a little bit hat on the side.
Right.
Okay. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, I mean it. I mean it, and I am here, and I'm like, yeah, but I've got a little playful.
I like to play a little.
Flirty side. So this is very flirty.
Yeah.
Put together, but actually flirts. The first thing they're actually paying attention to is what they're actually wearing.
And I like that you say that it counts. Because a lot of people say, well, if you see my inner soul, listen, we're all looking at your...
Tracy,
we need to see what's going on the outside before we can get to the inner soul. Do you care about this date? So put it together a little bit.
And you know, the other thing also is that if somebody comes and they're wearing all brands and they're almost too put together, that's also sending out messages going, do they actually expect perfection?
High maintenance.
Kind of like a bit of a high maintenance. So that's kind of like first thing number one. Okay, now let's actually go into the different parts of the body language. I want you to imagine that you are actually really, you're actually not interested. Just first thing, what are you going to do if you're actually not interested? Give me some body language right now.
He's looking at his phone.
So the first thing, exactly. So he's going to be,
alert.
The amount of people that go to their phones. I was sitting beside a couple and I actually timed them 8 minutes. They were going like this. And that is a sign that somebody is actually not interested. Keep doing it, you're not interested. Okay, so there's a few things I want to pay attention to. First thing is actually he's looking at his phone.
Right.
It's different if you're in a business meeting, you can actually look at your phone. When you're on a date, you should not be looking at your phone.
No.
Okay, he should not be looking at her. So that's kind of number one. So let's say you don't have a phone. What else are the body language that you would actually do if you're not actually interested?
He's pushing away.
He's pushing away. He's pushing away. There's a few different kind of things. His body language is going to be back a little bit. He might actually be back. He's going to be, so the body language, he's going to be probably leaning back.
Yes.
So whether or not somebody's leaning forward or actually leaning back is actually really important.
And look at Alex is practically on the table.
And you'll see it. You'll see
She's
like
practically
this. She is trying to jump over. She is like, take me home. Yes, take me home. And he's like, I'm not into you. Right, so he's actually pulling himself back. So there's 3 different things you want to look at. Number one is like his body, so he's leaning back. Okay, that's number one. His eye contact is that he's going to be looking around.
Everywhere else.
Everywhere around.
But
so
here.
he's like, yeah, so he's looking around, but also his facial expression is that it's kind of flat. Okay, so he is like, so she is like looking at it. So actually, you're actually acting this very well. Because her eyebrows, even as he's acting it, your eyebrows are going up, going like, why are you doing it? Like, she's totally interested. And he's not interested. So those are the three main areas that you're wanting to look at.
Eye contact, I find, is a huge one.
Huge thing.
I used to have a friend, and we would go out, and I would, like, at the end of the night, there'd be a trail of men behind her, and I'd be like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And I caught her one time doing this. See, when I look right into your eyes, that's something. Like, you are giving such a clear message. Talk to me, come here, come over here, I'm interested. And unflinchingly, like not even looking away. So eye contact is a big one. If you're really interested in someone,
totally
look
agree.
in their eyes.
And I often say that the eye contact is almost the window to the soul.
Right.
When you actually look at, you're almost kind of like, you can really feel the person. And so eye contact for sure. And that's why this is so dangerous, because it automatically also kind of like a person's kind of like actually hiding.
The eyes.
Yes, it actually diverts the eyes. Yes.
Okay, well, you're missing out on a really amazing woman, Ryan.
Like, look at here. Look what you're missing out here.
Gosh.
Look what you're missing out.
I love that we've talked about a bit of it. You know, there's more, but we'll pick this up again. Have a good day, guys.
Yes, have a good day.
Or you know what? Move on, girl.